right, coming up next, it's a UFC Heavyweight Showdown. All right, here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagements. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. Well, you just never know when the next UFC superstar is going to emerge. I submit to you, the UFC's interim middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, only made his UFC debut in February of 2018, and it's an understatement to say he has taken this sport by storm.
It's an understatement, a massive understatement. For a long time, I had heard about Israel Adesanya before he even got to the UFC, but did not know what to expect. I did not expect such a versatile skill set. An ability to stay upright, an ability to deal with the pressure of wrestlers, an ability to stay the course whenever things aren't going necessarily as you plan. He was just wise beyond his time in the octagon from the moment he got there. And I think that's because he chose the exact right time to come to the UFC.
Right, he didn't force it. He has become a sensation overnight, and most people believe when it comes to Israel Adesanya, the best is yet to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Israel, the last style-bender, Adesanya!
You've been given your instruction in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. You will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Ready.
All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist, but on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true 5-tool player.
And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of it.
All right, here we go, early round 1. We talk about wrestling being a great equalizer in MMA, but length and reach is another one. He's got a great jab. We'll see if he can employ it.
You have got to be born with it, right? You don't get taller. When you're a tall guy, you have to understand, make your skill set match your physical abilities. And this guy has done this tremendously. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here. Whoa!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. That one was starting to end the fight.
Yep. Adesanya gets hit by that leg kick. And they separate. Oh, nice job to land a knee to the body. Man, I wish I was that tall.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Oh, how about this kicking game on full display tonight?
Kicks back to back, just truly mixing up the target. Sight to behold.
Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. We march on, 3 minutes to go.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
And now Adesanya mixing it up a little bit. We'll see what he can offer on the canvas.
I mean, he can do it all. He's long told us that he has a great ground game. Nobody has forced him to use it yet. Let's see what he does in this position.
27 total strikes have landed for Israel Adesanya. Blocks the shot.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
A little single collar tie there. Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hands. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you start to see the damage, not only in the legs, but in the facial expression of his opponent.
Oh, and he lands yet another knee, and sometimes it pays to be the taller fighter, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. And he caught the kick. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Just out of the range with that right hand.
Caught that. Now, there's danger in that, too, because when you start reaching out to catch that kick, here comes the high kick, and then you're in a lot of trouble. Real sneaky head kick gets in there. Can't take many of those, better check.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. 1 minute to go in round one. Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination. When you walk out to these entrances, when he's in the octagon, this fighting style, he just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up.
Big head kick lands.
Outstanding kick there by Adesanya.
Another head kick lands. He is not seeing those kicks.
Oh, big knee! Final seconds of round one. Try to establish that jab. What a fight so far.
Stop.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Oh, nice kick right there. Tell the masses how good that feels to get kicked like that.
It doesn't feel good to get kicked.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Oh, man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there.
Get those combinations going. Move those hands.
Just out of range with that strike. Oh, collar tie. Adesanya gets caught with that punch. Some fighters shy away from checking a leg kick. Check that one. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand. Jab, right hand, hook. That's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man. Let this guy have the whole thing.
Ooh, found a home for that knee. All right, single collar tie now.
Nice punch land over the top.
All right, so again, we find ourselves here in the clinch where there are obviously no shortage of subtleties and nuances. A lot of motions in here that maybe are lost on the casual.
Absolutely, and it's gonna be the underhook. For all the things that happen in this position, the person winning and controlling the underhook battle is the one out ahead.
Many of these have landed with authority. 79 total strikes.
Yeah, he's hurt really bad. Hurt. Serve him up. We'll get him.
Well, he's up, but he is hurting for certain. The finish could come at any time.
Yes, they hurt him in the last round. Same exact one.
Adesanya gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally. Oh, he's got him hurt here. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Well, that, oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight. Right hand punch to the clinch.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. Tonight, All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Adesanya's got his back now. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top positions. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. Oh, now he's in trouble.
There is the tap. So he submits courtesy of the rear naked choke. That guy's got a squeeze on him.
He does a great job securing the position, getting under the neck, and then hiding his hands in order to get the finish. Fantastic performance by this fighter. Holy smokes! Oh my goodness, what a fight.
So yeah, it came down to tap out or go to sleep, and his opponent chose the former. The choke was clearly sunk in deep, perfect technique, And ultimately, that is one of the bigger wins of his career. He gets it done by submission here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 47 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.